Manitobans, generally speaking, are feeling pretty good about this new premier.
Manitoba's newest Premier Wab Kinew is now ranked the most popular premier across Canada, netting a 57% approval rating. But some political experts say this is just a honeymoon phase. Manitoba going from worst to first in the latest Angus Reid Premier's Performance Survey, as Kinew, who has been Manitoba's leader for 2 months, now sits atop of all premiers across the country. Kinew receiving 21% support from respondents who strongly approve of his early work, and 35% giving a moderate approval rating, but 16% of respondents strongly disapprove of his work so far.
We just had a speech from the throne in which the government's indicated they're going to be correcting many of the problems in the healthcare sector. So that's one thing people will be happy to hear, but another thing to hear the promises delivered. So we'll have to see in the coming 6 months or a year, how people feel about the new premier.
Adams says there is a sense of optimism and happiness that Kinew and the NDP are in power in Manitoba. Former Premier Heather Stephenson was ranked consistently at the bottom of approval ratings, leading to the loss of power in October. Malcolm Bird says Kinew and the NDP have really differentiated themselves from the previous government and have set a new tone in office.
This government should really use this opportunity, these high approval ratings, to their advantage, because they do face a lot of really significant challenges here, particularly on the fiscal front and particularly on the labor relations front.
According to the results, Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe placed second with 54% approval rating, while on the other end, Ontario Premier Doug Ford scoring 34% and Francois Legault in Quebec finishing dead last with a rating of 31%. John Rowe from the Angus Reid Institute says he is not surprised to see Kinew, a new premier, have a high approval rating.
He kind of comes in without the baggage that was kind of attached to his predecessor. So Stephenson came in and she had a very low approval rating, but she was also already a member of that government, already a minister in that government. So people kind of already had an opinion of her and what they thought her government might do. Whereas Kinew kind of comes in with a bit more, I think, optimism for this kind of changeover. And I think there's a lot of appetite for change in Manitoba as well.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.